You didn't think I'd find it, did you? What would be the point of putting the person in the white room? Huh? If there wasn't a camera? I know if you're not watching me live, unrehearsed, you're going to watch me later. I told you I had always been pretty good at math, right? Good at math and figuring out stuff I wanted to know, even though most people didn't think I was very smart. But I'm not stupid. Nope, not el stupido. Me, or moi in French, or me in Spanish. So, trying to figure out how to get you people to leave here so I can do what I have to do, i.e., jump through a black hole like you say I'm continually obsessing about. Well, trying to figure out how to get you people to let me leave is making me a lot smarter, because like I heard somebody say once, you have to understand how the enemy thinks, and you people are the enemy. You couldn't be more my enemies than if you were people who wanted to destroy the earth, because you don't want me to save myself, or else you'd let me out of here. So you might as well just say, well, we want you to die. We want you to die. The rest of us don't believe that you're going to die, but you might as well stay here and die with the rest of us. And one of you even said, well, suppose you are the only human left, Vanessa. What are you going to do then, if you're the only one left? So I've been thinking about that. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. So, assuming I even survived jumping through a black hole. See, you didn't even think I'd taken that into consideration, did you? No, I keep telling you, I'm not crazy. I've been kind of stupid most of my life, but mostly because I let other people think I was stupid, which I'm not, okay? I'm not stupid. So, assuming I survived diving through a black hole, I would either be floating out into nothing, or I would be floating and probably on some alien planet, there are people who know what's going to happen on Earth, and maybe they care about extinction probably a lot more than humans care about extinction of other living beings. Most humans anyway don't care. But assuming that they cared about the extinction of our species, there probably would be rescue ships. I think there would be. And if they're smart enough to build rescue ships and send them out into outer space, then they probably know what the constitution of our planet is. You know, that we breathe oxygen. Hopefully they wouldn't get it backwards and think that the plants breathe oxygen and we breathe carbon dioxide. But most likely they would know the difference. And so I'm figuring they would have all these special chambers or a room or some kind of human, earth animal life friendly environment, and there I'd be. Yeah. I'd be a refugee from a destroyed planet. Oh, not just a destroyed planet, but a whole universe. That's just... Phew. And so they would just have this armada or flotilla. I guess if it's an armada, that's for war. Flotilla doesn't sound like war, but it's still like a bunch of ships or fleet, or I guess fleet can be neutral. But they would be there to rescue all the humans, and there probably wouldn't be any dogs or cats or lions, tigers or bears or elephants or, I don't know, maybe some cockroaches and rats, but they could only be rescued accidentally because they can't think like we can. But who knows? I mean, I think that whales are probably smarter than people. And I think that dolphins and porpoises and all those small animals that are cetaceans, that are, related to whales, that they would benefit from the whale's intelligence, and probably they would be aware of what was happening because they're more in touch with their naturalness and with what's going on. They're more aware of their environment, and I think that they would sense. Plus, there's probably vibrations that humans aren't aware of, and that we're so unaware of them, we don't even have machines that have been designed to pick up these vibrations that probably cetaceans, at least whales, are aware of. And so the whales being aware of these vibrations would lead as many of the other cetaceans, the porpoises, the dolphins, etc., through my wormhole, the one I'm going to go through, or through maybe, you know, if you're a marine animal, maybe there's some other way to get to the other side. I don't know. I mean, I don't see how they could do it without going through a black hole, but, you know. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I suppose it's possible that I could be the only human, and that, I don't know, I guess, I mean, not like I know that much. I'm not a scientist or anything, and scientists don't seem to be interested in what's happening. So, not only would I be the only human, I would be the smartest human. I guess I'd also be the dumbest human. But all of us are dumb compared to the whales. I mean, there's just no question about it. And aliens who not only are smart enough to know that our universe is collapsing, but also beneficent. See, you probably didn't know I knew words like that. Beneficent? Well, that's because I read. Most people don't read. They may think they're pretty goddamn smart, but they don't read beyond what they already know. I'm always trying, ever since I was a kid, I've always tried to learn stuff beyond what I already knew. Anyway. So, what I know, maybe I could be a teacher. Because I'm sure the whales know how to communicate with the humans. The humans just don't, you know, I mean, we don't listen to each other. Why would we listen to anybody else on Earth that's as smart as us or smarter than us? Anyway, so I could teach what I knew to the whales, and I guess they, you know, with the help of the aliens who rescued us, that they could, you know, they could start a new Earth society. And I imagine that there's not the speciesist and the racist tendencies among the whales and the porpoises and the dolphins, and you know, I think they're probably not prejudiced against each other like we're prejudiced against each other and other animals, like our ape relatives. We always put a distance, a psychological distance between them and us. And I mean, how do we know that orangutans, for example, don't have a higher intelligence quotient than humans? We don't know that. We don't know that because we never pay attention to anything but ourselves. It's our narcissism. It's our narcissism that's the reason why all of you are going to be here, and your molecules are going to implode with the rest of the universe. And if you weren't so goddamn narcissistic, you would believe what I'm saying, and you would at least let me leave, even if none of you, which I told you, you are welcome to come with me. You are welcome to come with me. But if you had the kind of beneficence that I'm suspecting whales have, and that those aliens that are waiting to rescue us have, if you had that beneficence, even though you don't believe in what I'm saying, you would stop holding me here just because you think I'm crazy in human terms. I mean, what does that mean? There's all these other beings that are more intelligent than us. So what could possibly be such a big deal about being crazy in human terms? That's the question of the day. You told me to come up with a question of the day. And see, I know that you want me to come up with a question for me to ask myself. Well, I am asking myself that. I am asking myself that. But I'm also asking you this one today. Today. Are you at least beneficent enough, open-minded enough, have sufficient generosity of spirit to let me go do what I feel I have to do, even though that's not the thing you're choosing for yourself? Hey, I think it's up to you.